Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of Titancraft Season 6 here on TangoTech's Patreon server. If you guys are interested in joining me and this amazing community on TangoTech's Patreon server, link in the description for his page, all the information down there to get you started on this amazing Titanic journey. So yeah, today, guys, it's been a while. It's been a long while since I recorded. Wasn't feeling too good. Throat might still be a little bit weird, but we're gonna push on from that. And because of that, I have been doing almost nothing but digging in the nether, which is why we're starting in our furnace XP farm today. I ran out of picks. So all of our furnaces are going right now. I repaired 64, because that's how many we have, to repair in here. But I'm done. I'm done digging for right now. There's still a bit more to do, so hopefully we can get to that very, very soon. But for today, or at least for right now, we want to do a bit more work inside of our, central base area. Level 1 is mostly done. I still haven't replaced these things. I don't know why. I need to replace anything that has a torch on it. I need to replace with a different block, like a stair or something. But we're working on level 2 today. Level 2 is in the works. Kash has been up here for the last little bit doing the basic outline of the walls. I think yeah, you can see blocks being placed in right there, but you can't see her. So she's been doing that basic outline, basic shape of the walls. And then I'm going to come back through and do what I did on the bottom level. But this is going to be the level where we start to transition from mostly blackstone to kind of a 50-50 split between blackstone and then more gray blocks, mostly basalt, but I think we're going to start to incorporate some other gray blocks, andesite, maybe some polished, maybe some stone. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to grab a bunch of basalt right now because I think I want to do that first to get kind of that 50-50-ish split in everything. Yeah, I'm going to be here for the next little bit because doing stuff like this for me takes a little bit of time. I got to find a groove and a kind of a dispersal. That's a word, right? Dispersal of kind of, like, find a good mix, essentially. So I'm going to go down into our storage. I'm going to grab up a ton of basalt that I have down here, and I'm going to get going and make a couple progress reports along the way, and we'll see what else happens along this episode's journey. So I'm almost done placing all this basalt in, but I think there's going to be a design change that me and Cash just talked about. So this is what initially I was doing. I was doing these bigger sections of basalt, and it just didn't seem right. Some of them just seemed odd. Like that one over there, I'm not a big fan of. There are a couple of big sections that look okay like that one, but then I started thinking, what if I make them look a little bit more like kind of veins of ore in the blackstone itself? So it's almost like a timeline of how it started off bad, it got a little bit better, and then it got really good. From a distance, these things, especially on this eastern wall over here, they look... Oh, I'm not gonna make it. They look really good. Let's just belly land. There we go. The interwovenness of it all, that's a word, I swear it is, just makes it look that much better in my opinion. So I'm gonna finish this section up here as Cash, I'm just behind her now. It takes her a bit longer because she's placing new blocks. I'm just replacing blocks. And I'm better than her. And she knows it. So, yeah, this is definitely the type of style we're gonna go with. These ones over here just aren't cutting it. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna come back through and replace all that stuff up. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if we need to go back through the bottom now and kind of do something similar to what we're doing on this second level. I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but it might be in the cards for the future. We'll see. I'm not a, I like the bottom level though. I really like the way it turned out, and I'm fine with it, honestly. I'm just wondering if it's something we should do. Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think? Should I make the, bottom level look a little bit more like what we're doing up here? Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to finish this up here, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. It is a new dawn in-game and in real life. I think I finished up the second level last night. It's looking pretty good now. I went a little bit heavier on the basalt in the floor on this level to just go with the theme of it lightening up as we went. I did initially add in some andesite up here, andesite slabs and blocks. It just looked a little bit too light. So then I decided to go with the polished basalt, which is just a little bit lighter in color. Like, if you look at the normal basalt, it's much more gray, like a darker gray versus the polish. It's a little bit lighter. It might just be my resource pack. I don't know. I just think it's definitely lighter than the standard basalt variant. And I think I went a little heavier on things like the polished and stairs on this level, and even like walls and slabs and things. I came down here and looked at the first level, and there's just not as much of like, especially the stairs and slabs. So I think I'm gonna come back through here and add in more of those. I think it looks a lot better on level 2. Lights, don't hit the lights. Then on level 1, I'm liking what we did up here. So I definitely want to go back through and do that. The other thing I noticed, and I don't know why I didn't do this, I didn't add any of those things, particularly slabs, down here on this level. And I think if I were to do that, add in some stairs, add in some slabs, it'll just give it a little bit more depth. And I think it'll look a lot better. I think that's what was missing down here before. So I got to do all that. The other thing I want to do in between is get work on this kind of pillory archway thing that's going to come over here. I've taken advantage, though, of the better TPS this morning. There's not that many people online, and even a little bit ago, there was a lot less. So for the last few hours, first thing when I woke up this morning, I went end raiding, and we have a lot of stuff to show. That's a lot of shulker shells. That is a ton of shulker shells. And it seems like they're getting a little bit rare in the shopping district recently. We haven't been selling these. I think I'm gonna. I have so many right now that I feel fine selling probably 9 stacks of these. The going rate right now is 2 for a diamond. We're probably gonna stick with that, so I'm gonna put some of these in our shop in between clips and see what happens. And Elytra for days. I even have more than this in another shulker. That one isn't full, so it's not as glorious, and maybe I should have switched out that broken one. But, I can fix that easily. But yeah, now arcs for the future. When, we start needing to make more, we have plenty of them. So I'm gonna keep on, making this place look a little bit better day by day, slowly but surely. We will make this place look amazing, more amazing, because I think it's starting to look amazing right now. So yeah, I'm gonna work on some more detail work down on this first level and add in here, and then do that thing over there, and hopefully, or at least start on that thing. That's gonna be a little bit of a pain. I'm gonna need a lot of help from Kash on that with the naturalness look of it. But yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. We interrupt this broadcast for a special news bulletin. The dig is done. It is done. After that last clip, I wasn't really in a building mood, so Kash and I came out here. We realized we only had a couple of chunks to dig left. Like, it was literally just this small area here. So we just did it. We just flat out did it. It took us about 2 hours to do, because it pretty much went from floor to lava. But it's done. It's completely cleared out now. This is amazing. This is huge. Massive, massive. It's been like 8 weeks, I think, since the server went live. And to dig this out so fast. Now, we do still want to dig down below lava, but this is going to help our rates here tremendously getting wither skeletons. Yeah, I'm almost speechless right now, guys. But there's something I want to do to help rates. And that's punch a hole in that baby up there. We are going to be breaking some bedrock right now. Kash just went back to base to gather up some materials, tons of TNT, tons of pistons. I'm going to move a beacon, because this block right here is the center of where we want this farm to be. I think we need to dig out like a 17 by 17 area. Because that's what encompasses the crossroads. I think I'll double check that. Pretty sure it's 17 by 17. But yeah, it looks like that block there, that's not going to be good. I'm going to have to scaffold up there and do some stuff and things, but there's going to be a beacon set up here. That way we can find the center of this place from up above. And then I'm going to break some bedrock for a couple hours, because, yeah, that's going to be fantastic. So I need beacon. There we go. Lots of beacons. So I'm going to do that. I'll meet you guys back up on the nether roof, because I'm super excited to do this. I've been waiting for this for a long, long time. We're standing here on the ceiling of the nether, and I've done a little bit. I've got this first 3x3 area here. Now, our beacon is a little bit offset just because I had a couple more bedrocks in the center where it should be. So it's right there. But we should be able to break this block next, and it should be able to access back down into the normal, below the bedrock nether. It's taken me a little bit of time to actually find a groove to this, and even then, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This block, I'm using obsidian. I've seen it where it doesn't need to be, but we've had more success where it was. So we're going to stick with that. So this block here, right underneath it, is the next bedrock we will be trying to break. And it's really simple. A couple TNTs. Let me get a cobble. And then that guy right there. And then I just need a trapdoor. Now, once I activate that lever, I'll get inside the trapdoor, do this little number, and then I'm going to try to aim at the side of this obsidian, actually, right kind of up in that corner. So let's try it right now. Like I said, I've had some mixed success. It's taken me a few times. Sometimes I get it first time, other times it takes me like 5. So we'll see what's about to happen here. Yeah, see? Didn't work that time. But it's relatively simple to, rebuild. I am blowing through a bit of TNT in the process, though, which is a little upsetting. We do have quite a bit of sand right now, and gunpowder's not an issue. It's just mostly annoying to make it, actually. You need, I think, 5 stacks of gunpowder and 4 stacks of sand just to make, a stack of TNT. So that's kind of annoying crafting recipe. There we go. That should have worked. Huzzah! Now we can look down into our farm. Success! Yes! I'm super happy about this. I need to do a lot more of this, though. This is going to take me a little while. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it all done on this go, because I think I'm going to get bored doing this. It is a little tedious. But yeah, we'll see. But I didn't tell you guys this yet. I did make a change. I was going to use this crossroads right here, this first one. But then I was looking, and this one right here lines up perfectly with our portals already. What I intend to do, once, we finish clearing out that and we're actually going to reduce the size of this platform to where we can make it both an AFK farm and also a farm where we can still kite the wither skeletons into the portal and get 100% drop rate. It just depends on what we want to do. But this one was absolutely in a better location just for the portals. It makes things and my job infinitely easier. But yeah, I'm going to head back up and spend the next little bit trying to do this. Let's see if I can get through that one wide hole. Science and success. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I'll show you guys this, and then probably like how much progress I make, and then make my way back to our base and finish up there for this episode. So we finished the initial layer, guys. A 19 by 19 hole, only 1 deep into the bedrock, and it's taken a bit. It's taken about 6.5 hours to do this so far. Sometimes I get into a nice groove and I can just do it every single time in a row. I think there was even one time I started in this corner, because that's generally the corner I start in, and I made it all the way to this one first time go. Every single time the bedrock would disappear, and then I made it somewhere around here and it just wouldn't happen. It took like 5 or 6 times trying to get the TNT to, or excuse me, the bedrock to break, and it just wasn't happening. So sometimes I can get into a rhythm and then I lose it, and those are the points that I get very sad. Mostly because I'm wasting TNT in the process. I did die a couple times. Both times the TNT going boom boom when I shouldn't have gone boom boom. And one of those times I lost my gear. The TNT blew it up. I just went back to base, grabbed an arc, and then I put netherite on the gear. So now I lost my gold boots, which is fine because I don't know why I was still wearing them. I'm not all that scared of hoglins at all because I can handle them just fine, so not a big deal. The one kind of shining light in all of this is that as we keep going, we have to do less and less. Every layer has less and less bedrock in it, so that means each layer should take less and less time. You can see there's already little holes, more holes down to our dig down there. So I'm still thinking it's going to take a little bit of time. So for those of you out there, either on your own server, on a different multiplayer server, or even here on Titancraft, and there are many of you, if you want to do this, make sure you book some time in for this, because 6.5 hours for the first layer. I'm thinking in total it's going to take 18, probably up over 20 hours to get this done. And I'm fine with it. I'm just going to keep going for right now, guys. I've got nothing but time right now. I've got plenty of TNT here. I've got plenty of materials to make more at base, so I'm going to keep on going until I get bored of this. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen anytime soon, because I got lots of friends in chat to talk with, and I've got videos to watch, so pick your favorite thing to do and do it while you're doing this, because repetitive tasks sometimes are very relaxing, and I'm just going to keep going. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. So guys, we did it. There's a big hole in the nether now. Big hole. 19 by 19 hole right up here. It's great. It's glorious. So this is going to serve us well in the future. I was pretty spot on with my projections on how long this would take. It took right around 20 hours to get this whole thing done, start to finish. Not straight, guys. I did sleep at points in there somewhere, but not very much of it when I did this. it took a very long time. There were periods that were great. There were periods where I went like 2 hours straight, and I got every single time I did it, a bedrock broke. And then there were other periods where it took like 9 or 10 tries to break one TNT or one bedrock with TNT. I did use a lot of TNT though, like over a double chest, like a lot of TNT. Not quite a double chest and a half, but definitely over a double chest. But enough of that. The hole's done. It's going to serve us very well in the future. But I have done some work at base, and we're going to head over there, and I'll wrap up this episode there, because me and Cash have been working a little bit, make things look a little... Ooh, look at that turn. Wow, that was impressive. Me and Cash have been working really hard, and I got some more stuff to show you guys. I think it looks great, and it's going to help tie some things together. So I will see you guys back at base in a few moments. Here we are back at our mountain-ish, not quite a mountain base. Let's call it that, not quite a mountain base. And the first thing you'll notice is we now have a nether portal up. I don't know why we haven't put it up sooner, but yeah, it makes getting here much, much quicker now. So I don't know what it was. Cash must have been inside my head like we so often are, like we can just read each other's minds. Cash actually, without needing to tell her anything, came through and did exactly what I wanted to do here. So she did all of this. She went through and detailed everything, and like literally there was no communication whatsoever. She just saw it needed to be done and did it, like I had talked about earlier. But since digging out that hole in the nether, I went through and added this pillory thing that I've been talking about, and I think it looks pretty good. We wanted this one to be natural. We're thinking these other three are going to be more dwarf made. So they're gonna look a little bit more kind of industrial, maybe. I don't know how to. I have a picture in my brain, but I can't really translate the word. This will change a bit in the future, though, because we're going to do kind of like some of this underneath work here, and we're going to extend it all the way down in the future, and it's going to be the same on all four of them. The other cool thing is, like I was talking about, I think 2 episodes ago, maybe, when we first did... flying. When we first did the lava bowl, I did add in this little tunnel back here, so now it connects up both sides. So we wanted this bottom one not to connect up. This second level, though, we definitely wanted something like this to be in here. And I think it looks pretty cool. Inside here, I did think about maybe doing something, but it looks a lot smaller now. It looked bigger before I put this wall in, and as soon as I put that wall in, yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing anything with that in the near future, because it's not as big as I wanted. I thought about doing like a little secret room in there with a hidden door, but I just don't think it'll work out. But that's it for today, guys. I think this looks great. I think just doing this little bit here, it really ties, and I'm gliding. I'm not gliding anymore. I think it really ties in the first and second level now. Now it's like not two distinct levels. It's all kind of interconnected, and it looks great. I think it looks awesome. I hope you guys think so as well. But that's it for today, guys, and until next time, you have a good one.